Headlines for this week include an inter-campus program for homelessness awareness, how to sublease smart, and a journey to India. Stay tuned, WMCM's Week in Review is next.
Hello, and thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. I'm Tyler Boehm.
And I'm Andrews. Homelessness is a problem that seems far removed from many college campuses, but some local students have set out to prove that that's not always the case. UW-La Crosse, Western Technical College, and Viterbo University came together to produce the La Crosse Facing Project, forcing people to face homelessness in our community. The project features 9 individuals who were interviewed by WTC students. The interviews were transcribed into stories by UWL students and performed by Viterbo students for the past 2 nights. The La Crosse Collaborative to End Homelessness said the project encourages mutual vulnerability, empathy, and trust, and connects project members human to human. If you couldn't make it to the performance, you can still read the stories at westerntc.facingproject.com.
Students looking to sublease their apartment or home for the summer are in luck, as It Makes Sense will be putting on Sublease Smart. Students who attend the seminar will learn how to make good choices when it comes to subleasing. It Makes Sense, along with 360 Real Estate, will teach subleasers and potential tenants the strategies and policies they should know when making a sublease rental agreement. The event will take place from 6 until 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 27th in room 3110 in the Student Union. There will be free pizza and soda, and one lucky UWL student will be awarded a free $50 scholarship. If students have any questions, contact Amanda Gasper at 608-785-8852 or email agasper@uwlax.com.
Mid-semester is upon us, which means we're coming up on the deadline to withdraw from a semester course. The official last day to withdraw from a class is tomorrow, Friday, March 23rd. At this point, a withdrawal will result in a W being placed on your transcript, standing for withdrawal. A W will not affect your overall GPA, but it may be taken into consideration if you plan on applying to graduate programs. However, if you choose to withdraw from a class after this point, you will be given a WF, which will be factored into your GPA. Friday also marks the last day to withdraw from a half-semester course without a W. Withdrawals from a half-semester course that take place after Friday will require permission from your instructor or advisor.
With spring beginning, it means the end of alternate side parking, which is coming to an early close this year. We sent a WMCM crew to find out more about this annual annoyance.
It marks the beginning of the end for many different things around campus, such as graduation, moving out, or even planning for what your summer may look like. However, every fall and spring marks the beginning and end of opposite side parking in the La Crosse community. Opposite side parking is meant to help with snow removal during the winter for clear and safe roads. However, as most of us know, it's also great at another thing, racking in the cash from tickets.
I've gotten probably around 6 tickets. Alternate side, I've gotten around 4. Campus tickets in general, probably around like 2 or 3. So anywhere between 6 and 8 tickets. It really racks up the cost of living in La Crosse.
This year alone, the city of La Crosse gave out 14,802 tickets, almost 100 more than last year, despite the season being 31 days shorter, starting on November 15th and ending on March 15th. Assistant Chief Rob Abraham credited the department's new automated citation system, which has license plate recognition and GPS technology, for the increase in the number of tickets issued.
I actually got 2 in the same day.
In the same day? That's some terrible luck.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
To park on the street or to park on campus? Who knows? Maybe there's only one solution.
I took my car home after that because I was sick of getting them. So I don't have a car here anymore now.
This has been Jennifer Alt, Ben O'Connell, and Justin Runberg. Back to you at the studio.
Now, here's Chloe Lorenz to talk about land management.
Thanks, Tyler. On the morning of Tuesday, March 20th, the Ethical Dimensions of Land Management Symposium took place in Centennial's Hall of Nations. The symposium brought local land managers, faculty, and students together to discuss the ethical dilemmas surrounding land management and featured keynote speaker Adam Briggle, a philosopher from the University of North Texas. Issues like hunting regulations, frac sand mining, and oil drilling were all topics of interest at the symposium. Students and faculty were again invited to the Bluffs Auditorium on Wednesday, March 21st to journey to India through the showing of the film Mystic India, the World Tour, which is a famous Bollywood dance spectacular illustrating ancient Indian transitions into modern India. The show featured renowned singers, dancers, and acrobatics. The Spanish Club met in the Graf Auditorium on multiple occasions between March 19th and March 21st for a Spanish film festival. The festival included the showing of 5 different films that showcased Spanish culture. Following the viewing of each film, there was an open discussion held regarding the films. Now back to you, Tyler.
Students often see events that are sponsored by CAB, but not everybody knows what CAB is. CAB, or the UWL Campus Activities Board, will be putting on an informational meeting called Cupcakes with CAB. This meeting is open to anyone who is interested in joining CAB or anybody who wants to know more about what CAB is and what they do. Attendants can meet CAB members, the board members of the group, and yes, as advertised, eat cupcakes. Cupcakes with CAB will take place in room 2236 in the Student Union from 7 until 7:30, Tuesday, March 27th. Questions, comments, and concerns should be directed to cab@uwlax.edu or call at 608-785-8873. The Coulee Region Humane Society has many pets in need of loving homes. Here's some of the animals available in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Hi, my name is Finn. I am a 1-year-old Australian cattle dog that loves to cuddle. I'm Penguin. I'm a super playful 7-month-old kitty that would make a great addition to any energetic home.
Greetings, I'm Dublin. I'm 2 years old, and my polydactyl toes make it easier for me to play with my friends.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Coulee Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, that number is 781-4014. Now that spring break is over, students are forced to think about school once again, especially now that registration season is upon us. Course timetables, schedule planner, and the course shopping cart are now available for students to start planning out next semester's classes. Records and registration suggest that you make an appointment with your advisor sometime soon. Registration for fall officially opens up starting April 9th, and your own personal registration date will be posted to your Wings account tomorrow. Remember, it's better to start planning out your schedule earlier rather than later to find any potential problems and get them fixed in time for registration. Last weekend, the Athletic Training Department, along with the Coulee Region Humane Society, held the annual Coulee Chase Fun Run. Let's take a closer look. On Saturday, runners headed to Myrick Park with their running shoes and their leashes for the annual Coulee Chase 5K. This fun run is a collaboration between the UWL Athletic Training Program and the Coulee Region Humane Society.
We kind of run this organization for NATA, the National Athletic Training Association. It's a good way to get people to come with the dogs and raise money for our organization and a local communities organization.
Participants had lots of reasons for lacing up for the big race.
And I have a son who goes to UW La Crosse, and he's studying to be an athletic trainer, so we are here supporting him today. So it'll be fun to run with all the dogs today. And it's a great day to be outside in La Crosse because the weather's beautiful.
Students say that there are multiple benefits with events like these.
This is a great event to raise money for your local Humane Society and learn more about kind of our profession, because not a lot of people know about us athletic trainers. We're not only for sports. Yes, we are athletic trainers, but we also do a lot of things within our community too. We do a lot of volunteering that I think goes unseen that people don't really know about, and we put a lot of time into this profession.
And if you asked Reagan why to participate in the Coulee Chase, she'd say, why not?
It's great to come out and have fun with your dogs and meet a lot of other dogs too, so it's a lot of fun.
For WMCM, we are Ann Drews, Ryan Conlin, and Tori Eggleston.
Fans of the 1930s and 40s swing music will be excited as the UWL Music Department will put on the 21st Annual Big Band Cabaret. 2 18-piece big bands will perform songs by Glenn Miller, Les Brown, Benny Goodman, and more in the annual scholarship fundraiser. Seating is cabaret style with a beverage service and a large dance floor. Those who attend are encouraged to come swing, shake a leg, or just enjoy the throwback music. The concert will start at 7:30 tomorrow, Friday, March 23rd, and will take place in the Bluffs Ballroom in the UWL Student Union. For more information or to reserve a seat, contact Jeff Erickson at jerickson@uwlax.edu or 608-785-8415. Each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to your fellow peers in a segment we call Campus Insight. This week, they ask their students what their ideal date is. Let's take a look.
Time. That means the season of new relationships. So we asked people in the U what their ideal date is.
And my perfect date would be an overnight trip to Paris for dinner at sunset and then dessert in Italy.
I would say my ideal date would be a long walk along the Amalfi Coast with a nice cup of champagne in hand, followed by pizza.
I'd have to say April 25th because all you need is a light jacket.
I like being outdoors, so if someone took me on a picnic and brought like lots of chocolate and sweets, then that'd be my ideal date.
My ideal date, probably something active, something outdoors, get the blood moving. You know.
For Campus Insight, this has been Hannah Betcher and Rachel McGraham. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Look for the WMCM crew on campus for a chance to have your opinions heard on next week's Campus Insight. And now here's Hannah Betcher with a review of the movie Happy Birthday to Me.
Thanks, Anne. Thank you for joining me for this week's movie review. If you didn't know, yesterday was my birthday, so this week I'll be reviewing the 1980s horror classic, Happy Birthday to Me. This iconic work of art follows the story of Virginia Ginny Wainwright and her popular friends known as the Top 10, living their best lives until, in the days before Jenny's 18th birthday, members of the Top 10 start meeting gruesome and strange ends. Could their murders have anything to do with a brain injury Ginny sustained in the car accident that killed her mother? Let's take a look at the trailer.
Someone's having a party for the top 10, the senior class snobs. Before they get to celebrate, 6 of them will die in the most bizarre ways you'll ever see.
Virginia, don't go away. Come over here, Virginia.
It is up to you to determine whether you wish to subject yourself to fear, terror, and shock. Because of the bizarre nature of this birthday party, pray you are not invited.
If you couldn't tell from the trailer, Happy Birthday to Me falls in line with all the amazingly cheesy, wonderfully awful 80s slasher movies that I absolutely live for. I'm not talking about Nightmare on Elm Street or Halloween level horror movies. I'm talking about B-grade, low-budget slasher movies. They really don't get enough credit for how amazing they truly are. I remember watching this movie with my parents when I was like 9 years old. I know, that explains a lot, doesn't it? And being absolutely shook for so many reasons. First of all, Jenny is played by Melissa Sue Anderson, who also plays Mary Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie. I was obsessed with Little House on the Prairie, and seeing Mary like that, it took a toll on me. It did. Secondly, the death scenes are to die for. Ha, get it? To die for. Anyway, someone legit gets stabbed through the head with a shish kebab full of food. It doesn't get better than that. Furthermore, this movie has more twists than a pretzel. It makes no sense. It's absolutely insane. I'm not going to spoil the ending because it's art. It's ridiculous and it makes no sense at all, but I screamed. It is everything. So stay tuned. WMCM's Ryan Conlon will be back with this week's weather.
Are you a movie fanatic? Tune in on WMCM TV's Screening Room, Tuesdays at 2:45 or 4:30. You can watch on Channel 200 and Charter 989. See you on Tuesdays for Screening Room.
Explore your fitness. Explore healthy eating. Explore your health. Staying healthy in college can be hard. Living La Crosse makes it easy with simple tips and tricks for anyone and everyone. From cooking to exercising, Living La Crosse is here to help you live your best life. Catch Living La Crosse Tuesdays at 2:45 or 4:30 on WMCM Campus Channel 200 or Charter Channel 989. Living La Crosse, the collegiate guide to health.
Welcome back to Week in Review. I'm Ryan Conlon. Let's jump into this week's weather. Tonight, there will be a high of 28 degrees with a wind coming from the north-northeast at 5 miles per hour. It'll be partly cloudy, so you might be able to see a little bit of stars. And tomorrow, high of 48 with the wind coming from the east at around 11 miles per hour. It's going to be mostly cloudy, but still should be pretty nice. And on Saturday, there will be some snow showers. Shouldn't stick around too long. It will be a high of 44. Winds coming from the east at 13 miles per hour. Might be a little chilly, so good day to stay inside. And Sunday, warm right back up again. High of 50 degrees with a wind from the southeast at 14 miles per hour. And now, here's Nate Wegehout with this week's interview.
Thanks, Ryan. This week I'm joined with Haley Rathmel. She is a player in the UWL Jazz Band. Haley, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, I'm doing all right. How long have you been with the Jazz Band here on campus?
Well, I'm a freshman, so I've just been with the Jazz Band for a semester plus half of this semester. So.
Okay. And what instrument do you play?
I play bass trombone and the double bass.
Okay. What made you? What drew you to the double bass and the bass trombone? What drew you to those instruments?
Well, it's actually pretty funny. Double bass was our bass player quit and dropped out, so then I picked it up because I played cello and I thought, well, they're kind of similar. And then bass trombone, we didn't have one, so I just gave Dr. Erickson a solid and I said, okay, I'll do it for you.
All right. What got you into playing jazz music as a whole?
I just love the sound of it. I love the feel. There's not very many rules. So it's really cool.
Cool. So can you tell us a little bit about what to expect tomorrow night at Big Band Cabaret?
There'll definitely be a lot of dancing, a lot of really good music. It should be a really fun time. It's pretty relaxed. It'll just be a nice night out.
Okay, cool. So we have a new jazz director taking over this year, Jeff Erickson. Is there anything new that you guys will be doing this year as compared to weeks past?
So I'm a freshman in the program, so I don't have anything really to compare with, but I know we like what Dr. Erickson does with all the program and the music. We like the songs we're playing, so it should just be a nice concert. He runs everything really well, so it's good.
All right, and that moves perfectly into my next question. What pieces will you guys be playing tomorrow night?
So we have some classics like In the Mood from Glenn Miller and Relax Max, some good vocal charts, Jump, Jive, and Wail. Don't want to give too much away to you guys, though.
So we have Big Band Cabaret coming up tomorrow. Is there anything else coming up this semester that we can be looking forward to from the jazz band?
Yes, there is a concert Sunday, April 29th, I believe. It'll just be another spring concert with a lot of good tunes.
All right, awesome. And so Big Band Cabaret is tomorrow. What are you personally looking forward to most out of the concert tomorrow?
Some really good music, some really good dancing, and a good night.
All right, of the pieces that you're playing, which one is your favorite?
I think I would have to go with Unforgettable.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about that piece?
It's a vocal chart, it's a ballad. Has a really nice feel to it and really nice lyrics. It's meaningful, it's a love song, so
okay.
It's a good song.
So you mentioned before that you play the cello. How long have you been playing the cello?
Around 7 years. Started in 5th grade. So.
Okay. What drew you to the cello? It's a little bit of a, I guess it's not too much of a leap, is it, from trombone to cello? I guess they're sort of within the same realm there.
Yeah, they read the same clef, but two totally different animals. But another funny story, I was supposed to play violin and I came to the wrong lesson, so I ended up on cello.
Oh, was that disappointing to you, or?
No, and then I wanted to play bass, but they said it was too big for me, so.
Okay, so do you play in any other ensembles on campus with your cello?
Mm-hmm. I'm in the orchestra and the wind ensemble as well as a jazz combo.
Okay. Do those groups have anything coming up this semester that we can be looking forward to?
There's another orchestra concert coming up in a few months. The jazz combo plays on Tuesday night. It's the Tuesday nights at the Root Note, and then the wind ensemble has some concerts coming up too.
All right. Tell us a little bit about the Root Note shows that you're going to be playing here. Have you played these before down there?
They're pretty relaxed, just like most of the jazz concerts. You can come into the Root Note from about 7 to 9, enjoy some food and coffee and beverages, and just listen to some jazz, do some homework. It's a nice place to hang out on a Tuesday night.
All right, awesome. Tell us where we can find some more information about the event tomorrow night, Big Band Cabaret.
You can go on the UWL homepage and go under the music program, and there'll be posters and a phone number you can call if you want to get tickets. And there's some posters hanging up around campus as well.
Mm-hmm. And that phone number, again, we showed it earlier, is 608-784-8415. So stay tuned. Charlie Shreve will be right back with this week's sports. But first, let's take another look at those adorable animals in need of loving homes in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Hi, my name is Finn. I am a 1-year-old Australian cattle dog that loves to cuddle. I'm Penguin. I'm a super playful 7-month-old kitty that would make a great addition to any energetic home.
Greetings, I'm Dublin. I'm 2 years old, and my polydactyl toes make it easier for me to play with my friends.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the phone number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. The University of Wisconsin-La Crosse is set to compete in the 2018 National Collegiate Gymnastics Association Championships Friday and Saturday, March 23rd and March 24th in Blake Arena at Springfield College. The team and all-around competition will be held Friday, March 23rd at 4 p.m., with the individual event competition of vault, uneven parallel bars, balance beam, and floor exercise scheduled for Saturday, March 24th at 3 p.m. 10 UWL students have qualified for the NCGA Individual Championship Saturday, March 24th. The top 10 athletes on each event from the East and West regions advance to the National Championships. The top 5 finishers at the Regional Championships and the top 5 from the seasonal average score rankings also earn bids to the NCGA Championships. The NCGA has conducted championships since 1984, making this year the 35th annual meet. UWL has won the team title 17 times, which is the most in NCGA history. Their last team championship was in 2016. 4 members of the UWL lacrosse men's swimming and diving team earned NCAA Division III All-American honors Wednesday night at the National Championships. The 4-day meet is being held at the Indiana University Natatorium on the campus of IUPUI. UWL's 200-yard medley relay of Alec Carlson, Jacob Birchfield, Hans Hover, and Ryan Jessen placed 14th Wednesday with a time of 1 minute and 31.61 seconds. It is the first career All-American honor for all 4 swimmers. With its 14th place finish in the 200-yard medley relay, UWL recorded 16 points and was tied for 29th overall. Denison University of Ohio leads the NCAA Division III championships with 138.5 points. Emory University is second with 99 points, followed by Kenyon University third with 75, and Johns Hopkins in fourth with 65. UWL returns to action Thursday, March 22nd at the NCAA Division III championships. Birchfield will compete in the 200-yard freestyle, while Birchfield, Jessen, Carlson, and Hover will swim in the 200-yard freestyle relay and 400-yard medley relay. Action starts at 9 a.m. with the preliminaries. The finals are scheduled for 5 p.m. Each Thursday, we showcase an exceptional student athlete here for WMCM in our Athlete of the Week segment. Kenna Stowe had a chance to sit down with women's basketball standout Elise Denover. Let's take a look.
Welcome, this is Ken Stowe for UWL's Athlete of the Week segment. Today I'm joined by Elise Denoyer. She recently won WIAC Player of the Year for women's basketball. So Elise, with that title, Player of the Year, I think it's safe to say that you're UWL's best player. Modesty aside, all right. So what kind of drives you, because I also understand you're kind of a gym rat, what drives you to continue to improve your game?
I think it's kind of been brought up in me ever since I was little. Both my older brother and older sister and my younger brother all play college sport. So I guess that's just what I've been around my whole life, and I don't know anything other than that.
Wow, so it kind of runs in the family, yeah. this drive. So since you're kind of, again, modesty aside, kind of one of the better players on the team, what's an aspect of your game that you continually work on, you find yourself always going back to?
My go-to is probably driving. Throughout my whole life, I've been working on my quickness and everything, so I think that gives me a step. Sometimes I think I can get a step on girls, so that's kind of my go-to move. If I can beat them off the dribble, then I can get a pull-up or find someone else to kick it to. So that's kind of my go-to move, my go-to thing to work on.
Great, great. Okay, so last question for you today. So WIAC Player of the Year, that's kind of the title. So what is a bigger honor for you? WIAC Player of the Year or UWL's Athlete of the Week? I mean, come on.
UWL's Athlete of the Week.
There it is, folks. I can't, okay, kidding aside, thank you very much, Elise, for joining us. It's been a pleasure to get to know you. And I'm just going to send it right back to you guys in the studio. This is Ken Stowe for UWL's Athlete of the Week. Thank you.
Make sure to tune in next Thursday for the next edition of Athlete of the Week. The University of Wisconsin lacrosse softball team earned a doubleheader sweep of Gustavus Adolphus College Sunday afternoon in the Tuscan Invitational. The Eagles won the opener 5-1 and the nightcap 10-1 in 6 innings. UWL improves to 7-9 on the season, finishing a total of 7-7 on its spring trip. Gustavus Adolphus left the weekend at 3-9. Maddie Mulkin earned the win in Sunday's opener, going 6 innings, allowing 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks with 2 strikeouts. Gustavus Adolphus took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning before UWL tied it in the bottom of the inning as Sydney Murphy scored on a Grace Mindrup single. UWL finished with 8 hits. Mindrup went 2 for 3 with an RBI, while Radwan had 2 RBIs in the second. Caitlin Hughes picked up the win. She pitched 5 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 unearned run, and 1 walk with 3 strikeouts. The Eagles took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first on Radwan's 2-run double, which scored Murphy and Schmidt. After Gustavus Adolphus cut the lead to 2-1 in the bottom of the first, UWL scored 3 runs on 4 hits in the second. Murphy had an RBI single, while Schmidt recorded a 2-run single. The Eagles scored 5 runs in the 6th on 1 hit with 4 Gustavus errors. UWL finished with 10 hits as Brittany Baldwin and Schmidt each went 2 for 4, and Kerrigan Cock went 2 for 2. Murphy scored 3 times, while Schmidt and Radwan each had 2 RBIs. UWL returns to action Saturday, March 24th at Augustana College of the Illinois Invitational. And that's all for sports this week.
We've got some exciting stuff going on around UWL. Thank you guys so much for watching WMCM's Week in Review. Be sure to join us next week at 4:30 on Campus Channel 200, Charter Channel 989.